What's up everybody, it's Age the Twitch, back with another episode of Fighting Games Dojo. Today, it's more Mortal Kombat XL, and we have Sub-Zero, Cryomancer. I really hope I said that right. We're going to highlight a couple little things, and I'm going to talk about some stuff as you watch the video. First things first, his uppercut is slightly different because he uses his ice sword to do an upward slash. As you can see, it gives you just a little bit more of a range. Just not too much, just a little bit more of a range. This can be quite useful to catch people off guard, to perform some random uppercuts. And now we're going to get into some basic combos that you will find in pretty much all of his variations, such as square, square, triangle. Let's do that a few times. Then you have square, square, circle, which ends with a low kick. That's actually quite useful because nobody never, sees that coming, especially if you switch between them. We're going to highlight a few different moves now. This variation of Sub-Zero is personally my favorite, and it's also the one that I do use online, and I have gotten some good victories with this variation. And using most of these combos, I have won a lot of matches. We have moves such as forward, square, triangle, triangle, which you will notice is slightly different because he uses his sword. And then you also have square, square. Particularly the first one that you see is a heavy combo starter, and you will probably be using it a lot. Then you have triangle, circle, triangle, which is pretty good. Then of course you have his series of low kicks, which is super useful because it's really good for annoying other players, and oftentimes kind of being used as a cheap move. So it's quite good to get down to using that one. And you have his grapple combo. Now just about majority of all these moves you will be using in chain combos. Now you have his ice blast, which is this. You have his ice ball. Of course the signature ice freeze ball. You have his ice hammer, which is exclusive to this variation, and it's also a good combo starter. And you also have his forward XXX, which is extremely good. Now here's just a demonstration of some combos. It's very similar to Scorpion no Jitsu, that it involves you having to perhaps time your combos, but if you time them perfectly, you will be able to chain them together to do more damage, and it also looks pretty sick. Sub-Zero is a hell of a lot of fun to play as because he's got good combos, and the ability to perform the enhanced ice ball in middle of a combo to chain together moves is actually really useful. As you can see, I'm using the basic combos that I showed you, but I'm just using the ice ball or the ice hammer to basically connect them together to perform more damage and to basically put a whipping on Liu Kang here. I'm just going to let you guys continue to watch this as I perform a few more combos and also do some basic stuff. Don't be afraid to experiment. I'm seeing what all can I maybe do, just a little extra. I particularly love that ice hammer. The forward XX is really good because Sub-Zero will do a series of kicks that are fast, and most of the time it's pretty good for catching people off guard. And you can hit them with an ice ball midway to chain together a different combo. But if your opponent is blocking, you can perform the ice hammer to perform an overhead. And at least 80% of the time the overhead will most of the time connect and will really catch people off guard. So learning how to switch between the ice ball and the ice hammer, and also the forward kicks or perhaps the low kicks, is a good way to mix up your game to kind of stay fresh, so your opponent may not know what you're doing. And if all else fails, don't be afraid to perhaps do a random ice hammer at the end of a random kick or punch, because they might never suspect that, especially in an enhanced version since it is faster. Alright, I'm just going to show you guys a few more of these combos. Now remember to practice. Now I'm actually going to switch over to a gameplay video of me playing against a computer on normal And don't be afraid to practice against the computer. The computer will block. The computer can fight, especially if you take it up a couple of difficulty levels, and it would help you practice your timing against an opponent that is moving. Now I'm just going to kind of try to perform some of these combos and just fight against the computer. As you see, I use the enhanced fireball at the end of that combo, despite it being blocked. The computer wasn't expecting the fireball. Now remember that the learning your timing of your attacks is key. As you can see, I'm messing up on a few things. It does happen. There's that combo right there, which is very useful with the jump attack and the upward sword slash combo. Quancy's being a bit of a bitch. There's an enhanced ice hammer. I dropped the combo there. But you can pretty much get the gist that these combos are quite useful and can actually be done pretty easily in the normal fight. You just have to practice your timing and just have to kind of get in a series of a groove. I'm actually trying to get the computer to fight me because I actually want to get some of my enhanced meters, some of my special meters, so that way I can perform my combos. Let me take some damage a little bit. Quancy with his projectiles can be annoying, and plus his teleports. And also don't forget about your ice slide. That can be quite useful. There's that over here with the hammer, the grapple combo. It's a good combo. There's that enhanced ice bar at the end of those kicks, a jump attack, and there you go. I mean, like, it may not look like I'm doing a lot, but in reality, you're doing a good amount of damage with some pretty basic combos that are pretty simple to chain together. All you have to do is just practice with the enhanced moves. The Sub-Zero's big key is, without a doubt, his enhanced ice ball and his hammer, because they are some pretty heavy combo starters or even combo continuers due to the fact that they are fast and they work really well with each other. It just comes down to you learning moves. You're gonna go for brutality. Bam! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is episode 2 of my dojo. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video.